Hey guys, it's Squad here, and I'm here to talk about Ken's Season 5 changes. So Ken as a character hasn't been very strong since he was in Season 1. He's been buffed and nerfed in various ways, but I think with his new V-skill he might be a contender for maybe mid-top tier at best. So when I first saw Ken's V-skill, I thought of Mika's charge roundhouse. So when you charge it, it's plus on block, and Mika gets a command grab or meaty or low or whatever. And I thought, why does Ken need this? He doesn't have a command grab, and the real pressure he can get is maybe just the normal pressure you get in the corner with plus range with your fireballs. And I saw the frame data on it. It's -2 on block on charge, +3 on block uncharged, and on hit it'd be +2 uncharged and +4 charged. So I thought +4, that means you can't combo his target combo, which is 5 frames still. And it's not overhead, and it's not projectile invincible. So I was kind of iffy on this V-skill, but what I didn't think about was all the pressure you get in the corner. So when Ken pressures at all, actually, he uses his run. He's usually -6 on it, and when you do the run pressure, you're hoping for the opponent to get caught off guard or whatever, or be not on point and punish it right away, and you get your free hits or free pressure or whatever. But the thing is, Ken has to put himself at risk for that, and at high level play, if you're playing someone on point, they're going to be able to punish that all the time. So that's not a really reliable tool for Ken. But with the B skill, since he's -2, it's not that bad. And one big important thing I overlooked was it catches jumps. So since it catches jumps, and that the fact that you can convert off it means that the opponent has to respect Ken's pressure, and he can't just up back to get out of it, and not having you lose all your pressure when you took so much time to get in the corner. Unfortunately, it doesn't. When you cancel into it and they spam jabs or whatever, or Shoryuken, it'll lose. But that's to be expected. You can't have everything for free. But one thing I didn't notice is when you fully charged it, you can do crouch medium kick. And since crouch medium kick is +2 on block, you can combo off it now just like Akuma can on counter hit. So it's +4. You'll be able to do stand-line kick. Unfortunately on Akuma it doesn't work because he's so small. But on bigger characters like Gi, Fusion, or anyone with a wide or big hitbox, you'll be able to combo it into Tatsu or Shoryuken. So this is a big change from his fake run pressure, because not only do you not catch them out anymore, or they can't jump out anymore, but since you have this low option, you can do EX spiral or confirm, like Ken players usually do. But since you can do that, you can just do V-trigger activation off that. So now they have to respect the low, and that gives you more options on a fully charged hit, and that's really good. Because if you're in the corner and you got them with that low and their V-trigger, that's specifically where Ken players usually want to be. Okay, so about going over fireballs, it's not too bad. Full screen is more doable, but if after full screen you most likely will want to jump instead when you're at this range, because it's easier to punish, and doing it close up can't have too much startup, and it's pretty much a guess when you try to punish the fireball. And the recovery on this isn't too bad, it's 20 frames. Put that in perspective, his back strong is 70 frames, so it's pretty okay. But you're still able to be punished if you go over. I was trying to block that, and Kakuma still had time to punish me. Maybe not that close. Full screen he'd be able to do it. Although I'm showing you that, it's not too horrible, because Ken does go at least a quarter of the screen, and the thing you really want to look at is his leg. His leg goes pretty far, almost half screen, so you'll be able to catch the hands of people throwing fireballs. Maybe not Kuma, he throws it pretty fast. Ryu, maybe Guile. One good thing about this is it goes over lows. So as most Ken players know, his normals are pretty stubby in this game. It's not as long and it's really difficult to deal with long normals and long range pokes like Guile has. But one thing about this, since it goes over lows, Ken has a strong shimmy game. So he's going back and forth, he's gonna try to catch your throw tech or your jab or whatever. But if you know they're gonna be mashing low into the V trigger option to beat your shimmy, they can just do the V skill and go over it and put yourself at advantage. And if you're lucky and you hit them during the startup of it, or get them in a counter hit state, and you just be able to combo it too. That's really good because not only does Ken have the strong shimmy game, he has a way to deal with people trying to beat your shimmy game by immediately doing low attacks into V triggers. The only real problem about this V trigger is that you can't cancel sweep into it or even fire combo on block. You can do it on hit. Sweeps you can't cancel on hit. But that's not too big of a deal. So another change Ken had was that his crouch medium punch has less pushback on hit. So as most Ken players would remember playing Ken in the other seasons, if you did crouch medium punch a little bit too far, the back strong would whiff. And then you lose out on big damage and Oki and pressure. And that's a big deal because in this type of game, Street Fighter 5, having that one hit can snowball to a lot of decision making that's advantage for you. So this might seem like a small buff, but it's really helpful in keeping Ken consistent. Same with his Fierce DP. Before, at far ranges, the first hit would usually connect, but the rest would whip, leaving the opponent in the grounded state still, and Ken in the air, vulnerable to a crush counter punish. Like I said, these small changes are really big because if you land the right confirm and miss it like that, that's gonna be a huge deal. You're gonna lose all your pressure immediately. You're gonna get punished for it, and you're gonna be put in a bad situation, and you might even tilt because of that, and you won't be able to think straight. So having these quality of life changes is really good for Ken. Another thing they changed about him was his V reversal, where when you do it, he's not in the ground state anymore. He's not in the air state, sorry, anymore. He's in the ground state, which is not a big deal. I think it's fair. All of these skills and stuff like that should be consistent across the board, so that's fine. And another thing was the Shinyuken. So they made it faster recovery for both versions of 1 and 2, and you can cancel the landing recovery with V-skill, I think. I might have read that wrong. But that's just nice because Ken maybe has more Oki now, or he can be closer to the opponent so he can continue the pressure. And Shinyuken wasn't the greatest V-skill to begin with, but I've seen it used in some matchups, so it's still pretty useful. So now when you switch to V-skill 2, you're giving up your quick step. So what are you giving up really? You give up your crush counter conversion, so you won't be able to run anymore. With V-skill 2, you won't be able to cancel the V-skill in general from roundhouse. So that's not a huge nerf. Like, it does hurt Ken players, like the conversions and neutrals to corner, to getting them in the corner, but I don't think it's a huge deal because you can still dash after them. You won't be able to apply real solid pressure, but you'll be able to move them to the corner at least still. And using V-skill 2 now, it's not bad if you get a hit as well, because it builds quite a bit of V-trigger, and you're going to be using this a lot since it's safe. And you're going to be building your V-gauge even more. than you would with V skill 1, because V skill 1 you only usually get it off the step kick, and that's even way more unsafe than the V skill 2, sorry. Another thing is you lose certain combos, so you won't be able to do Sand Fear since you're not in Tatsu anymore, and your crush counter combo is not available either. But one change they did, Ken, was when you combo Sand Hard Punch into Tatsu, the first hit won't put them in the juggles airborne state anymore and won't knock them down. So now you can do this as your crush counter combo instead of doing the run when you use B skill 2. And you can change the ender. Oops, sorry, that was too close that time, that's why I knocked down. So you can do Life Punch for a better Oki, or you can do the full combo. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, it depends on which one you have. You still get some sort of Oki, it's not the same as your run one. That's not bad. And you don't have to always apply pressure since you know, you have firewalls or whatever. So what about the throw hurt boxes changes on Ken? They changed it so his stand hard punch is not throwable until the 7th frame instead of the 1st frame, how it was in the other seasons. So if you Ken players might remember, if they were trying to shimmy with stand hard punch and they knew they were going to throw, they might have been thrown by accident just because of how early you can throw him, but now it's probably much easier to do that and more consistent for the throw punish. And they decided not to extend the hurt box throw range for his crouch light punch and his crouch hard punch. So I guess they didn't really want to do that again, because Rashid has a sand medium punch and they nerfed it in a way so his throw hurt box is extended before the active frames. So he can't continue his pressure as he could in the old seasons, and he can probably get thrown out of it. And I guess they didn't really want that to do that to Ken, since he didn't have the same amount of continuous pressure, as Rashid did. So is it really worth switching to V skill 2 with Ken? I'd say it is, I think, because you lose a few good tools with it, but in the corner you become really beast. And doing V skill 2 combos actually do more damage than V skill 1 combos in the corner. So you're not really losing that much, and to trade it off for safe insane pressure that can be plus, I think it's really worth it. So you guys, try out Ken. Let me know what you think about him in the comments, and let me know if I've got anything wrong or correct me. And I'll see you guys again. Thanks for watching.